Now in this video I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why Manchester United is one of the top contenders to win the Premier League this year. Now yes, we all know that everyone is counting on Arsenal or Liverpool or Man City or Chelsea to win this year's Premier League. I actually have a different view and a different take. Manchester United actually has a strong team to rival. I'm not saying they will be the top contenders, but they will be in the fight to win the Premier League this year. So the first reason why I think Manchester United is a top contender is that they are continuing with the same coach, right? So they have Michael Carrick continuing to a second season. Ruben Amorim, I believe he actually prepared the team really well. I know the results really didn't follow a lot of the tactics and a lot of the strategy that he put together for the team, but he definitely, something that Man United fans cannot say is that he didn't sell players that needed to be sold, bought really crucial players. I mean, Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha are just 2 examples that were bought under him, and Sesko as well. I feel like there were some adjustments that started with Ruben Amorim, and now obviously with a different coach, it just really excelled, especially at the end of the season. Now I feel that continuation with a new coach is always important. I mean, you see it across Europe. Most of the top teams in Europe that win consecutively is because the management and the directory have a really clear vision. They have a goal, they have a path. Teams are built, and the teams win the most. If you see Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal, those are teams that haven't been built like in the last 6 months or 8 months or 10 months. These have been built for a few years, and I feel like that Manchester United has that right now, which is as a continuation from, again, going back to Amorim. I feel like the team had a strategy, just the results didn't materialize. But Carrick really, for some reason, inside the training ground, he was able to really put the players in the best positions to accomplish what they wanted, which was Champions League qualification. They ended up top 3, right behind Arsenal and Man City. And so this is the first reason. Reason number 2 is that they actually have a stacked midfield. Andrea Santos, which is a player that I still don't understand why Chelsea decided to sell it to Manchester United. I truly think it could be a surprise. He's a very talented midfielder. At the time when he left Brazil, people thought he could potentially have gone to Porto in Portugal. That could have been a really good entry level to the European scene. He decided to, obviously, I'm assuming, better contract, obviously, at Chelsea. Didn't work out for him. I don't think it was a really good experience, both for the club and for the athlete. And so, but moving to Manchester United, I actually feel like he's got a lot of talent and he could really work. Then Tielemans. I think this is a really underrated signing. I feel that Manchester United fans should really be confident about this guy. He was at Aston Villa. And you could see that he's touching the ball is superb. He's got amazing ball control. He's a really hard worker. I feel like him, and then the third pillar of this stacked midfield is, of course, Bruno Fernandes. I feel like the 3 of them will just work so well. I mean, Bruno will finally probably have the chance to play at his best position, which is that 8.5, 10 position almost. I feel like he's probably the best at number 10, providing assists to the top 3 guys in as forwards. But again, just having I know Casemiro left last season. He was very important defensively. I don't think he was at his prime. That's just my opinion. World-class player, top player. I'm not disputing that at all. Fantastic player at Real Madrid. Maybe the first season at Manchester United was excellent, and then I did feel like the team needed a little bit of a refresh, and having these 2 players, 2 new players with a lot of, again, technique, ball control, I feel like the team will flow. Defensively, it's a big question mark, but I do feel in terms of like creativity is definitely the right decision. And then it gets me to the final reason why I think Manchester United is a top contender for this Premier League this season. It's the dynamic front 3. I feel like Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha give so much to the team. They create so many chances. mean, if I look at the goals and assists, Brian Bomo had 11 goals last season. He had 3 assists. Mateus Cunha had 10 goals and he had 2 assists. And then Benjamin Sesko had 11 goals last season. And so I feel like these players, while Mbomo and Mateus Cunha already came from the Premier League, Sesko, that was his first real Premier League season. And as you guys know, when you play for the Premier League in the first season, not many players adapt right away. I do feel like that he was injured in the beginning as well. It took him a little time to adapt. And now, as a second season striker, I really believe that he'll be able to accomplish and score way more than 11 goals. He's a phenomenal striker. He's a great athlete as well. And with those 2 on the side and Bruno assisting, if he continues with the same assisting record, like 21 assists last season, 9 goals, superb season for Bruno, I truly feel that the attacking makes Manchester United an incredible contender for this year's Premier League. Now, before I wrap up the video, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Obviously, I'll mention challenges just real quick, and I'll probably make another video talking about it. But I'll just quickly say that I still think Manchester United still needs a left back, and obviously the transfer season is still open. Shaw and Dorgu are good players, but I don't think they really suffice their needs at the moment. And I do feel like even though Sesko has obviously a phenomenal he's a phenomenal talent, he's got great potential, I still think he should have some really strong competition. I mean, at the end of the day, this is Manchester United. So if, yes, there's a world-class player on the field, it needs to be one in the bench. And I do feel like they should really go for a really strong striker. Even if they compete with each other, it is what it is, and the best player will be on the field. I think Manchester United should really think about that. In terms of this 11, could be that Lemons on his goalkeeper. He really had a strong season last year. And then Lisandro and Euro, Mazraoui on the right, Shaw on the left. Again, I still think they need a left back. Tillmans and André Santos as central midfielders with Bruno as a 10, and then Mbomo, Cunha, and Sesko. Now, if you really look at this 11, don't tell me this is not a stacked team. It is, and especially with Michael Carrick, he did a really phenomenal job last season, making Man United top 3, which, you know, I don't think a lot of people really believed, given that the results in the beginning of the season. So overall, here's my 3 reasons why I think Man United will be a contender. Do you guys think they are? Do you think Manchester United has a chance? You don't? I'd love to hear your opinion. So comment down below, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time.